Hey everyone, it's Hannah. You know, it's the usual farting around that we have to do at the beginning of a live stream. All of the fun parts, like making sure it's ready, making sure it's working, making sure there's sound. Yay, it's working. Don't think there's anyone watching yet though, so that's a little sad. Oh, there is. I got 2 likes. Yay! Hey Anna. I knew you'd be a keen bean. Yeah, I'm all about the pajama party right now. I really wanted to live stream, and I'll be honest, I've already had a shower and washed my hair. So I've put my pajamas on, and that's that. That's what's happening right now. I'm so excited for the new Critical Role in 2018. Very exciting. Glad that other people are also in their pajamas. I've got my fantastic mug, which sums up how I feel today. I was in a bad mood, which is the main reason I wanted to live stream, because it usually perks me up. I have a penguin with a gingerbread man happening on my pajamas, and they're very warm and very snuggly and very comfy. So, winning. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Thanks for popping in though. That was fun. Hey, Anna, you should have got yourself one. It's a right treat. Thanks, Big K and Anna, for my Christmas presents. I love them. I think I might start taking this to work more, because how I feel a lot of the time. I'm having another tea out of my tea advent calendar. What time is it where I am? It is 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. It is that time. Why the bad mood? I don't know. I was just in a, I don't know. Well, I think it's still makeup on my face that I haven't quite washed off. Yeah, passive aggressive on the counter, definitely. Have it facing me so no one else can see it when I pick it up and drink it. You know, I don't know why the bad mood. It just happened. I let myself get hungry while I was at work. Ooh, I'm just throwing stuff on the floor. Let myself get hungry while I was at work, and that was a mistake. Because when I get hungry, I get angry. I'm an angry, hungry person. I get hangry. So people at work today were just asking stupid questions that I couldn't be doing with, and yeah, it was one of those days. It really was just one of those days, and it's okay because I've got one day left, and I'm driving down tomorrow evening to see my parents for Christmas. So then I had to come home and wrap up a bunch of presents. Hi everyone, I don't think I've ever had this many people in a live stream before. This is very exciting. Usually I have not that many people. I've got 25 people right now. That's very cool. My favorite things. Oh, that's a tough one. Tea is obviously very much up there. These snuggly pajamas, having a nap. I love having a nap. Chocolate, ice cream. Everything is edible right now except for having a nap in this pajama top. Knitting is another favorite thing. To know. Aileen, it's lovely to have you join us. Hi. Oh, this is so exciting. I know that a few other podcasters have done live streams recently, like live podcasts. And it makes sense. And I was always intending on doing a live stream this week. Just cause Mary is working lots of evenings this week. So I thought, why not? Live stream. It's fun. I was going to do like a live podcast, but then I kind of last minute set this all up to do it. So I wasn't organized enough to bring all my knitting down here and talk about what I've made. But I made some man fingerless mitts for some people that I know, and they were super quick to make, which is delightful. I used Aran weight yarn, so they knit up really quickly. Need to go out and shop for tomorrow. I've been inside for a week. Oh, I did that a lot when I was living in Germany. I just didn't used to leave the house, and I didn't talk to anyone for ages. and it was not a good time. As much as I enjoy my own company, I have found since moving back that I'm actually a very sociable person, and that when I don't talk to people every day or at least multiple times a week, I kind of change as a person, which is a weird thing to realize, that you change as a person sometimes. But I feel myself coming back now, so that's nice. Any fun plans for New Year? Mario and I have had a couple of invites to a few different places as to what to do over New Year. I'm not entirely sure which one we're going to pick. There is the potential of going to York. There's a potential of going to Sheffield. There's a potential of going to somewhere else. No, I did Magic Loop for the glove. I didn't do double points, mainly because I didn't want to buy double pointed needles in the size needles that I was using, but I already had my interchangeable set, so I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think we are actually swaying towards York. We're running around looking for a trick up north of the farm, so we're here all over the flat. Oh, have fun, Anna and Big K, have fun. I really enjoy York. It's a good place. But I'll be doing more knitting tutorials. Maybe in the new year I'll bring some video tutorials back. I'm not going to make any promises. But maybe, because I have had a lot of people say that they miss my tutorials, so maybe I'll bring them back at some point. But I can't make a promise. I definitely have got, like, yeah, I thought it was glasses. It's not. I've just got eyeliner or mascara that I didn't take my makeup off properly. I just rubbed my face when I was in the shower. I will not be going to Vogue Knitting Live, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, when we go to Vogue Knitting Live, going to America is quite expensive. Blah, blah, blah. I will be going to Edinburgh Yarn Festival though. I just need to book somewhere to stay, and getting there, and I need to book the holiday off work. Biggest struggle, what pens do I bring? Can't bring them all. Anna, I'm having the exact same problem, but with knitting projects. It's a real problem, because I need to bring something for my Christmas Eve cast on, because I think I'm going to take some socks for my Christmas Eve cast on, but I can't decide what socks to take or what socks to cast on for my Christmas Eve cast on. Do I live near other podcasters? Define near, because I know that, like, when I was in Frankfurt, I lived across the road from one, or not even a road, just had to take a step. She was my neighbour. But here, I live within an hour or two of some podcasters, but not like close enough where I can meet up with people on a regular basis and knit with them. Does that make sense? What near is in the UK is very different from what near is in different countries. I do intend on vlogging Edinburgh Yarn Festival, big time. I am. That is my intention. I had a lot of fun vlogging it last year, and I'm hoping I'll have a lot of fun vlogging it this year as well, because vlogging is fun. Even if I get super, oh, I'm very low down. Hang on, let me rearrange. Even if I get super embarrassed whilst I vlog, because I get really self-conscious. I'm not a confident person at all when it comes to having it, like holding a camera, walking around like this with a camera in front of my face. I do not feel very comfortable, but very comfortable right now talking to all of you, but that's because there's nobody else in the house, even if my neighbors can probably hear me. I love this cup. It's the best cup ever. It's my new favorite cup, I think. I think tomorrow for work, I'm going to be taking some of my tea, advent calendar teas, to work with this mug, and I will have some Christmas teas throughout the day before my long, long drive down to the south. What about Perth Festival of Yarn? Fancy coming to that too? Well, I don't know. I don't know when that is. I really enjoy going to yarn festivals. I find them very fun, and gives me a chance to geek out about yarn for a while, and meet other like-minded people, which is also fun. Yeah, don't know about Perth Festival of Yarn. I do know. Doesn't matter if you have a camera in your face, we still love you. Well, I know it's because I get very self-conscious about what other people around. I'm not a confident person. I'm quite confident in how I act and behave in myself. I just care too much about what other people think of me and how they perceive me, which is a character flaw that I have. So when I'm walking around with a camera in my face, I'm not so worried about the fact that I'm walking around with a camera in my face. It's more the fact that I'm worried about what other people are going to think when they see someone walking around with a camera in their face. 8th and 9th of September. Well, potentially. I don't know. I was going to go to Yarndale this year. Ooh, or next year, I suppose, technically. You know, like the next one. But I don't know. We shall see. Many possibilities. Is anyone up to anything nice over the festive period? Have you built your stash since moving there? Oh my goodness, I have such a stash now. I did have quite the stash back in Frankfurt. Only difference was it wasn't on display. And also I've now been going to more yarn festivals, and now I have a job, even if it is only part-time. It means that I can use Etsy money and such for fun things, as opposed to worrying about not being able to pay for bills, because I can use job money for paying for bills and Etsy money for fun things like, you know, holidays, days out, buying yarn. So yes, I've built up quite a stash. Well, as I say that I use it for fun things, I mainly use it to buy more yarn and dye it to put it back into the shop, which is yeah, making, knitting, eating lots of goodies is our Christmas plan. Sounds like a fantastic Christmas plan if you ask me. You're the one that got me interested in knitting podcasts. I think it was the hair. Oh, thanks, Mandy. That was real nice. I like that. My hair isn't looking very exciting right this second. One, the lighting is terrible, and two, it's purple at the ends. But it's basically my natural color to about here. That's how much my hair's grown in a year and a bit, year and a half. I found a potential hairdresser here in Nottingham because I want to keep my roots looking natural, even if I am stressing out about finding grey hairs. It's all part of the aging process. But as in, I have found grey hairs, not stressed about the possibility of finding them. I actually have found them. Enough about that. But I'm hoping that she is going to be able to fade in bleachedness, so I can dye my hair back to jazzy colours without worrying about my roots growing out. Because dyeing my roots every 2 months was the bane of my life. I used to dread it. Whereas if I have some fading in, you're lovely. Who cares what they think watching you podcast? Ah, thanks. That's so nice. You're so nice. Ah. I've started playing D&D partly because of you. I was asked to join and decided to go for it since I figured there would be knitting time. So fun. That's amazing. What kind of character do you play? I love D&D. We haven't played in a couple of weeks. I always worry that I'm not very good at playing my character because I've got a new I'm playing a new character, whereas before I just used to hit things and it was really easy to, well, I say easy to play. It wasn't super easy to play, but like now I have spells and I have to plan spells, and I'm not as good at that. So pretty sure you and I are the same age and I have tons of grey hair. I'm 27 and I don't like admitting the fact I'm 27 because I do not feel 20. I feel like 27-year-olds should be more grown up than I am, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm being stupid, but in my head, 27-year-olds usually, you know, married, children, house, I'm nowhere near any of those things. I'm one step closer in that I now have a job. So it stresses me out that I have grey hairs growing, especially because my mum said she didn't get grey hairs until she was in her 30s. So I don't know why I'm getting them now. So just like, are they blonde? No, not blonde. Definitely. Well, was it Anna who said this to me, or was it my sister that said this to me? She said, "Oh no, they're not grey hairs. You're just turning into a unicorn." I was like, thanks. That makes me feel a little better, but at the same time, I'm pulling these grey hairs out of my head. I'm a Dragonborn level 2 warlock, and I suck. No, warlocks are hard to play. Dragonborn are hard to play. I only started playing when I was 25 as well. So if you're new to it, just keep trying. And yeah, just keep having it. As long as you're having a good time, you're playing the game right. You know? I've had grey hair since I was 12. I've got my first grey hair at 17. Okay, I feel a bit better now. It's crazy how early some people go grey. Mario's had grey hair for years. Not all over, but like specks of grey hair for years. I just knew that the moment I started to have my natural hair color grow through was when I was going to start seeing was when the grey hairs were going to make an appearance. I had all those years where I covered it up, and then now I really need to get my passport sorted. I need to keep saying this to myself so I actually do it. My passport and my driving license expire in the same month. It's very stressful because then I'm not going to have any form of ID. And I still get ID'd on a regular basis because apparently I look like a child. You think you got grays because you were dyeing your hair loads? Oh, that's really interesting. Fair concept. Who knows? Hair science. Woo! I named my car Silverhead Broad. That's really funny. I appreciate that. Good point, Big K. That's what's good about pen and paper RPGs. You don't have to be a good player. It's true. It's very true. You don't have to be a good player. Oh, I'm not knitting. I'm literally just nattering. I'm doing the nattering without the knitting. Let's do a bit of knitting, shall we? So I cast on, on this week, I got a bit thrown off what my schedule was, what my plan was going to be, because I had a stinking cold. It was the opposite of fun. Monday, I was super ill. Felt like death. I haven't had, okay, it was only a cold, so I know it's not that big of a deal. I haven't had a cold in 2 years. Now I have. So Monday, I was feeling very sorry for myself after work. So I cast on a hat, and I am knitting it. And I took it to Slimming World with me. And I also cast it on because we were going to go and see Star Wars on Tuesday. But then I ended up working on Tuesday and then felt really ill on Tuesday. So we didn't end up going to see Star Wars. So I still cast on this hat for no reason. Knitting my inspiration station. Oh, that was such a fun knit. I loved that. So I caked up some yarn. I keep worrying I'm going to dip my yarn in my tea. So I caked this up. This is God Save the Queen. You can't really see the color because my webcam is the worst thing ever. And I know, Anna, I need a new webcam. It's God Save the Queen. So it's actually like natural colored yarn with specks of hot pink, black, and like neon yellow, a la Sex Pistols, if you will. So the pattern calls for, by Crafty Garden. It was nice to have you join. The pattern calls for 3mm needles, but as I've said in many, many podcasts and other videos, I have a big head. Most ladies' hats don't fit me. The hood of my coat doesn't fit me, comes to here because I have a big head. So I'm using 3.25 millimeter needles. One. Well, to be fair, the other socket hat I made, I cast on 8 extra stitches, which would have been fine to do again. But I'm a more experienced knitter now, so I know that I could probably just go up in needle size and it would have a similar effect. And if it's a little bit baggy, that's okay. But I think, pretty sure that this is going to fit, but I can't tell right now because I'm on a short cable on my needles. I ever thought about doing a virtual knit night? I don't know. How would a virtual knit night work? I've never been involved in a virtual knit night, so I'm not entirely sure how they work. Is it like a group Skype conversation? I don't know. Can someone tell me what a group what a virtual knit night is, please? Because I can't think how they'd work right now. Because I mean, this is kind of like a virtual knit night, but the sad thing is that you're having to stop what you're doing. You stop what you're crafting to like type to me. So it's not really a virtual knit night. It's me monologuing as I knit, which is less fun for all of you, I am sure. Oh, Google Hangout. Okay. Well, I'm using Google Hangout right now, so I know how to use that. Is there a limit as to how many people can join? Is this something you know? I don't know. No, thanks, Lina, for liking my Etsy shop or favoriting my Etsy shop. Much appreciated. I just realized that I should probably have announced on my Instagram stories that I am doing this. Whatever. Okay, Zoom. I'll look into it and see, because it would be fun. Because it's surely like akin to a live stream, but no, it's not even akin to a live stream. It's just a group video chat. So it'll be fun. Over 20 people on Zoom call. Oh, that would be okay. Oh, thanks. I did close my Etsy shop for the Christmas period, but I do intend. Okay, so I was given loads of time off work over Christmas, which is fine and much appreciated. But at the same time, don't know what I'm going to do when in that week I'm off. I'm after tomorrow. I'm not back at work until, well, after the new year. So I'm a bit thrown because I only requested like 5 days off, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So I think what I'm going to do, because Mary is going to be going back to work, so I'm just going to be bumming around the house by myself like a right loner. So, because all my friends that are here are going to be back at work as well, so I'm not exactly going to be able to meet up with people and hang out with them during the day. So what I might do is just try and dye quite a lot of yarn and see if I can do an update and get some new colorways underway and update the shop. So if people do have Christmas money they want to spend, they can spend it with me, which is always appreciated. Yeah, because I want to make a real go of chromatic yarns in this coming year, because I do enjoy dyeing yarn. Oh, Mario dyed yarn the other day. He had a secret Santa, and he was lucky enough that his secret Santa knits. And I said, well, isn't that fortunate that you have a girlfriend who also knits? And it was his idea. He said, do you mind if I buy some yarn off you and we dye it? And I said, that's not a problem. You're more than welcome to. But also you don't have to buy the yarn off me. I can just give you a skein of yarn, because what's mine is yours and what's yours is, well, no, not true. What's his is mine and what's his is, no, what's mine is mine, what's his is mine. Yeah, so I walked him through the process and he dyed up a fabulous skein of yarn. He used purple, yellow and ultramarine blue. It was really pretty. and not 3 colours I would have put together. We just kind of laid it out in the bottom of the pan and sprinkled on the powder. It's real nice. You move the camera. Then we can see you knitting. Ooh, I mean, you can. There we go. Is that better? Is that easier? That's a bit more of a flattering angle as well, if I'm being honest. Thanks, Mandy. Plus, then you get to see the adorable penguin face that is happening. And the gingerbread man. Always fun. So I can't quite get over how much tea I have in my house at the moment. It's really overwhelming how much tea we have in this house. We have a giant box of tea, and we have nowhere to store it. So I'm just going to have to keep drinking it. Always fun. I'll just sew bags when I can sit more. I think it's awesome that people sew project bags because I have no idea how to sew. So I think it's really cool and very impressive. I'm using my bye Loopy Fruitcake. Hi, it was nice for you to join. And sorry to stop your girlfriend watching the TV for a while. This is my bag from Bertie and Poppet. And it matched the yarn, so I thought, you know what? Match made in heaven, this. So I'm on it. I was watching Jane the Virgin on Netflix. I really enjoy it. You can judge if you want, but like I say, I really enjoy it. So I'll send some your way. I mean, I could send some your way, but then I wouldn't be able to drink it. So and yeah, I wouldn't not want to. Yeah, I want to try all of the tea. This is a thing that I want to do. I would probably take some back with me. I'm tempted to get some disposable tea bags. I know that it's not very economical or ecological, neither one of those. But it does mean that I'd be able to take some to work and then I can just chuck it out instead of having to, worry about emptying a tea infuser and stuff. Especially now I have my fun new travel mug, which I'm obsessed with. Oh, feel free to DM me on Instagram regarding bags. Always feel free. But thanks for letting me know, because unless you're a mutual follower, it goes into a different folder and I don't always check them as often as I should because I have a few in there. Do I have a favorite tea? Tough. It's a tough one. All tea is pretty good. I'm joking. Don't know. I really enjoy like the Twinings everyday tea, Tea Pigs everyday tea. I'm really a fan of English breakfast tea just as a staple. It's been a lifesaver this week when I've been under the weather. I've been flagging at work. I've had a cup of tea and it's been fantastic. Oh, my knees have gone. Oh no, it's not. It's my feet. It's my feet. My feet went dead. But sat cross-legged. I enjoy vanilla chai. That's a lovely tea. Shamefully, drinking Tesco vanilla chai, and it's really nice with a drop of milk in it. But I've got this big box of tea to get through, and I've not had that many of them. But yeah. Oh, I had a snowball tea, which is by Bluebird Tea Company, which is the tea I'm also drinking right now. It's by Bluebird Tea Company, and that's got marshmallows in it, and it's kind of coconutty and marshmallowy and sweet and yum. It's a black tea, and I just put a splash of milk in the top of that as well. That was really good. I got that in my advent calendar, and then I went to the shop that's recently opened in town and bought myself a bag of it. So now I really need to drink some of it. Otherwise, it's just going to go to waste. Get a huge box of tea, which is just behind the sofa, just behind here. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's a huge box of tea. Tetley decaf tea. See, I'm not a huge Tetley tea fan. I'm sorry to burst the bubble. Oh, rearrange my top. It's making the area look most unflattering. It was bunching strange. It still is. It still is. Whatever. I'm in pajamas. I don't care. It's just the fabric. It's just the fabric, I promise. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of Tetley tea. It's either not strong enough for me or I can't remember. Yeah, knit all the things, drink all the tea. That is kind of, if anyone wants to make a t-shirt with that on, men's size medium, I would like one, or UK size 14/12. I would like one, please. Knit all the things and drink all the tea. Maybe I'll make one. Oh, I can make one and sell it in my shop. Chocolatey chai. I've only tried one chocolate chai. I tried that when I was in Germany. And oh yeah, it tasted like Lebkuchen that had chocolate on. It was really, really good. Ready for the new campaign to start in the new year. Oh my goodness. So ready for the new campaign to start in the new year regarding Critical Role on January the 11th. So excited, like ridiculously excited about this new campaign. Also really worried because obviously I've got used to everyone playing the characters that they're playing, but that's okay. I said some Ceylon tea, which is nice. I do like Ceylon tea. That is tasty. Ordinary tea has to be PG tips. You see, I'm not a huge fan of PG tips either. I don't dislike PG tips. It's like it's better than a poke in the eye, but Yorkshire tea is really good tea. It is. It is really good tea. I will give you that one, ladies. I will give you that one. I just got into the habit of buying huge boxes of Twinings when I was living in Germany, and having my dad bring me over huge boxes of Twinings when he came to visit, because I couldn't get English breakfast tea at a decent price on in Germany. So I got so used to drinking it, and then I've just got into the habit of buying it every time still. We found a tin of tea bags from Buckingham Palace, because this is what my family does. We go to Buckingham, or they went to Buckingham Palace, and they're like, "Oh, the gift shop, let's buy a tea." It comes in a fantastic tea caddy, so worth it. But it was like it was a little bit out of date by quite a lot. But I finished the tea bags a couple late last month, mid last month. Anyway, they've still tasted fine. It's just tea. So now I'm using my Buckingham Palace tea caddy to store my normal tea bags. Although not this tea, because this was a different tea that came in my advent calendar. I would buy that shirt. Oh my goodness, I know, right? It's such a good shirt. Anna, I'm looking at the picture you're sending me because I can. Oh. And now I've finished my tea. I always wish that I wish this mug was a little bit bigger. I mean, it's nice, it's perfect, it's wonderful. Just I always want more tea. Oh my goodness, you two are the cutest thing ever. Ah, Anna, I love your spread. It's real cute. I'm looking forward to seeing Critical Role players start off. I think they're going to start off at level 3 characters. I don't think they're going to start at level 1. I think they're starting at level 3 because Matt said several times that good campaigns start, or that he feels that level 3 is a good place to start with people who are familiar with playing D&D. So I think they might start at level 3. I mean, I am more than willing to be proved wrong, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shock to the system to see actors that you have seen be these people all of a sudden play someone else, which I know that you see it all the time in TV, but when you've committed for 115 episodes, and let's do some maths, shall we? Because I can't do that in my head. I probably could, but I don't want to. 115, averaging about 4 hours an episode. That's 460 hours. God, that's so long. 460 hours with these people, and then they're all of a sudden going to be playing different characters. It's going to be like, whoa, so sad. I don't tea that much and more coffee. Well, before I started working in the coffee shop I'm working in, I didn't like coffee at all. But apparently that's because I've been drinking real terrible coffee. So I've gone from not drinking coffee to straight away being a coffee snob with no in between. But it does also mean that when I'm out and about, I will still drink tea because I don't know whether I can trust the coffee or not. It's okay. I have coffees when I'm at work because the people I work with make really nice coffee because that is their job. What do I think of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? Yeah, congratulations. Like them together. They visited Nottingham as the first place as a couple, in engaged couple. So that was cool. I didn't see them, but I don't have a problem with them being engaged. I think it's nice. Kind of annoyed that we don't get a bank holiday for the wedding because it probably means I can't watch it, but whatever. But yeah, there are quite a few all right coffee places around apparently. Like I say, I haven't visited many of them because I'm a very new coffee drinker. As many of you will know, if you've been following my channel for a while, I've been 100% dedicated to tea for a very long time. But yeah, that's okay. I'm obviously still quite dedicated to tea by the fact that it's taken up about 20 minutes of this live stream. It's me talking about tea. Every time, this happens every time. Do you remember that time that I got a little bit drunk on apple wine? I got a little bit drunk on apple wine whilst, actually no, I got very drunk on apple wine whilst live streaming, and I started getting very passionate about people that have milk with Earl Grey. I got very passionate about it and possibly upset some people. So apologies for that, but it was a while ago. But apparently, when I drink, I get very passionate about people having milk in Earl Grey and how I think it shouldn't happen. But I'm not going to start this conversation now because I was going to have a cider actually. Well, maybe I'll have a cider. Time at 8:30. What do I have to do? Pack. I still have packing to do. It's going to finish this at 9. I've still got packing to do. Got my socks to pack. I like how I'm talking to you with what I have to do. His wounds are still fresh. Sod team. Note to self: do not get drunk and get into a discussion about milk and Earl Grey. That's all right. I don't usually drink Earl Grey anyway, so I don't know why I'm so passionate about it because it's not a tea I enjoy that much. But I just don't know why you'd have milk in something that's zesty. But that's just me. And that's okay. Like deciding who's come to Cornwall. Oh, but I like Cornwall. I've been a few times. Not twice. Maybe I've been twice. But I wasn't a cider drinker either time when I went, so missed out on a good cider, especially because I do like really dry sour cider. You can thank my time in Germany for that. Hi, Mandy. I hope that you weren't too insulted about me getting passionate about Earl Grey and tea, which is why you're leaving. No, milk and Earl Grey. Not Earl Grey and tea. No, what's happening? Oh, my heating's just gone on. I got distracted by my gurgling boiler. Oh. No, I'm still live. When I live stream for a while. I think I'll go home. Fully committed. I'm grabbing a cider. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's been a day. I could put cider in my travel mug. I have to rinse it out, and that's far away. Okay, I will be back in a moment. I'm sorry if the sofa's messy. I thought my backside may be covering some mess. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just grabbing cider and a bottle opener. See, I'm still here. Yeah. Cider. Where the hell is our bottle opener? It's literally vanished. I'm back. I got a bottle of Angry Orchard. I'm not going to get drunk off one bottle of cider. Don't panic. I've still got work tomorrow. I say that. What percentage is this? It's only 5%. I'll be fine. Another cider I like, which is Henry Weston's vintage cider, is I think 8%, but I can drink it really quickly. I can drink it really easily, which is worrying. And yeah, you need a BRB sign for your sofa cushion. Oh, I really do. Oh my goodness, I really do. So glad I've caught you. I'm still at work for another hour. It's my first live podcast. Oh, thanks, Moria. Is that how you say your name? Sorry if I've mispronounced it. I'm really bad at pronunciation of names. Oh. It's not been in the fridge. It's been on the floor for a while. There was a live stream that I did where I drank so much, either Apfelwein or tea. I can't remember. Maybe it was Apfelwein. I did a few slightly drunken live streams. That I had to keep going to the loo. It wasn't the best planning that I've ever done. That's okay. I'm all right now. Oh, like Mariah. Oh, that would make sense. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I know for next time. Oh. That's a good side of that. Like I say, it's been sat on the floor for a while, and not in the fridge because it was taking up space in the fridge. And then I haven't really been drinking because I've been trying to lose weight. So, oh, hi from Russia. Very nice. Hello. Yeah. I was saying the other day how I don't usually just have like a casual drink. If I'm going to drink, I tend to just, go hard or go home. But I really fancied a cider. Fancied it on the way home from work, to be fair. Were you posting the whole thing for latecomers? Oh, yeah, definitely. It automatically posts to YouTube when I'm finished live streaming anyway. So as soon as it's done, you'll be able to watch it in all its terrible quality glory. Here's a question for people that have watched my live streams since Frankfurt. Is it still stop and starting, or is it smooth? Because the ones from Frankfurt were awful because my internet was bad, but this internet's pretty good. But then I don't know if it's the internet that made it stop and start or if it's my terrible webcam sitch. 40 viewers, that's crazy. Haven't had 40 people on a live stream before. Hi everyone, welcome. Oh, and then someone left. Well, that serves me right for pointing them out. Smooth. What am I knitting? This is my sockhead hat. I'm hoping it will fit. I think it will. I think it will fit. The yarn is by Truly Hooked. It's in the God Save the Queen colorway. And it's natural with speckles of black, pink, and neon yellow. And I really love the look of natural yarn with speckles on. It's not something I am able to dye yet. It's not a skill that I have learnt. I like live stream. Feels like having a knitting group. Oh, thanks. What I like to do, this is the whole reason I started Crafty Chats anyways. Before I knew about knitting podcasts existing, I would do Crafty Chats. And it was just basically once a month, I'd sit down and I would talk for 20 minutes whilst knitting about what was going on in my life. I'd ask some questions for you to answer in the comments. And people said it was really nice because it was like, going to like a knit night. And then when I found out about knitting podcasts, I obviously then transformed it into a podcast. But I still really enjoy live streams because for those of you who either don't have a knit night near you or don't go to a knit night or can't go to a knit night or whatever, I like to be able to bring the knit night to you. Is it cold where I live? I mean, I'm going to just have a quick look at the temperature on my phone. It wasn't particularly cold earlier. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm so toasty. But it wasn't super cold like it was like last week. It was horribly cold. Thanks to the little bush baby and the thus, so if I mispronounced, for tagging me on what's it? Words, thing. The thing. Oh, Left-hand side is next to your couch. Also watching live stream on YouTube on my TV, so I have to message this way. Thanks, Hannah. Hi. What was I going to look up? The temperature. Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm very easily distracted. It's 10 degrees. That's so warm. How is it 10 degrees? Oh, Aileen, cool. Cool. Good to put a username to a name. You love my style of knitting. Well, thank you. It's how my grandma's knit, and it's how my mum knits, and it's how I was taught to knit. And it's just so easy for me to knit this way. But then I suppose that's like everyone who is able to knit. They get into their little routine. But yeah. When I went out on Saturday for our work Christmas shindig, went to a bar and we were sat outside the bar just drinking and chatting as one does. And you know, I'm not the most confident person in large social gatherings. I'm okay if it's either 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 or maybe a few to one. But when it wasn't a huge social gathering, so I can't really say anything. I think I was just a bit, I don't know, whatever. So I sat there for a little bit. Everyone was chatting around, having a good time, as was I. But then I just got to the stage where I was just like, and I'm going to pull my knitting out of my bag and start knitting. I had brought my knitting on a night out, and because I'd intended on going dancing afterwards, I had brought my knitting with me on a night out. And that's a first. I've never done that before. I mean, I've taken knitting to bars before, I've taken knitting to getting drunk before, but I got a lot done, which is good. And it started a conversation that I could join in on because, yeah, I could sit and I could knit. And then people started talking to me about knitting, and then I told them all about my YouTube channel. And I just found a knit night, but I can't always go. Well, that's cool that you do knit-alongs together at your knit night. That's really cool. It's a good idea. I usually have knitting in my bag too. But if I'm going out dancing, I don't want to take my knitting because I don't want to lose what I'm working on. So it's quite a risky move. Yeah, I take my knitting to work. I can't knit at work, but I knit on the way there and on the way back because I take the tram. It's nice. 21 degrees. Ugh. Yeah, I agree. Sod off. I'm once again also not being serious. Can't believe it's only 11:15. It's 21 degrees in Hawaii. Amazing. Amazing. But no, it's like 10 to 9 and it's 10 degrees, which is crazy. Hey, you're never too old to go dancing. Ever. Never ever too old to go dancing. Depending where you go. -3. -3 in Sweden. Oh, you poor chili beans. -5.5. Oh, competition. Mario bought me a hot water bottle. Oh my goodness, I have to tell you about this greatest thing that happened to me after my night out on Saturday. So I got home at about 3 o'clock-ish. And so I head up the stairs, ready to get my hot water bottle. I was going to come down, put the kettle on, fill up my hot water bottle, get ready for bed, go to bed. Fine. I go upstairs. I go to get my hot water bottle out of the bed, being really quiet so I don't wake Mario up, who then wakes up anyway because I'm drunk and I obviously can't be quiet when I'm drunk. He's already done the hot water bottle. The bed was warm. It was the nicest end to a really lovely night. It was fantastic. -16. I don't think I've ever been in a temperature that low before. I don't think I've ever been in -16 before. That's crazy sauce. Why did I just say crazy sauce? What's wrong with me? I never say crazy sauce. Oh, someone who is watching used to live in Hawaii for 5 years and really misses it. She's messaging me on Instagram. Thanks, Lina. I'll message you, Lena. Lena. I'm imagining Lena. That was a terrible mispronunciation. Decided to talk already with what? That much gone? Sure. I understand what you mean with damp cold and dry cold. I've only had a sip of cider. How much of a lightweight do you think I am? Apparently very, very light on the weight of the... It's not. I'm just... No. East Coast, Sweden, Sweden as well. Damn, I could not live in a really cold place. Can you hear my heating? It's so noisy. Can you hear the boiler? It's only 5%. It's not that alcoholic. Yeah, no, I get like this sometimes. I think it's when I talk consistently for a period of time, or if I get tired, it also happens. But if I talk consistently for a period of time, my brain just kind of goes into autopilot. Or if I'm doing something else at the same time as talking, it also happens sometimes where I just keep talking and talking until the silence is filled, and then rubbish comes out of my mouth. And I don't know how to stop it. After years of hot water bottles last Christmas, my hubby caved and got me an electric blanket. Heat on my side of the bed and it keeps the side switched off. Oh, that's such a good idea, because as I was reading it, I was thinking Mary would never want an electric blanket because he's always the temperature of the sun. Don't hear the heater. Okay, fair. Yes, Big K, grab the beer. I just constantly want to fill silences. It's a problem I have. I can't very comfortably sit in silence with someone unless it's like someone I feel comfortable with sitting in silence. It sounds really stupid. Like Mario and I can sit in silence quite comfortably. But I'm very much all about the small talk, which can get on some people's nerves. But it does mean that I have a bundle of fun facts stored away in the back of my mind, ready to pop up at any convenient time. And then when the topic arises, obviously I don't just whip out a random fact willy-nilly. Knitters can sit in silence together. You see, I can't. No. I would have to comment on someone's project and then start talking about it. Oh, a cranberry and lime G&T. How fancy, Chrissy. Treat yourself. It's Christmas or whatever you're celebrating. I always say Christmas because that is what I celebrate. Do you know it's impossible to accidentally drown on the toilet? That's a really good fact, actually. I'll take that one. Why? See, I don't like gin that much. I'm sorry, it's the juniper. I do not like the taste of juniper. I've tried, do not like. I tried multiple times, still do not like. Mario has made gin-soaked olives. I had one. I did not like. Ah, thanks for joining. Have fun going shopping. I hope it's not horrendous there like it would be here. Penguins do have knees. Where are penguins' knees? Oh my goodness, I'm loving all these facts that you're sending me. Oh, yes, Nessa, we do need to catch up again soon. Agreed. Are you planning on going to Edinburgh Yarn Festival, Nessa? This is my question to you. Maybe the cider is hitting me slightly. Bye, Kathy. I'll be posting it to YouTube, so don't worry, you can catch up. The way they're shaped in the bowl, nothing knows mouth being unfortunately. Ha! That's real clever. I like that. Good fact. I did know there were penguins in Hawaii. It is cool. Googled it yesterday for some reason. Amazing. Of course, you Google whether or not penguins have knees. Well, I found out that, you know, the big mushrooms and button mushrooms and like the slightly bigger, and the tiny mushrooms are all the same kind of mushroom. So the button mushrooms and the big mushroom, you know, the big ones that are like this, same kind of mushroom, just picked at a different stage of growth. I thought they were a different breed of mushroom. Pizza Hut was the largest purchaser of kale in the 1990s. Used it to decorate the salad bars. That's really funny. And look how trendy kale is now. I'm not doing much knitting. I'm doing more holding my drink and talking than I am knitting. This is how live streams always end up going. More about me drinking, less about me knitting. It's more of a watch me talk and knit occasionally. I was put on. That's fair enough. I understand, Nesta. We'll meet up. I'll come to Leeds. You can take me. I think that's where you live. Oh, I'll come to where you live. I can't remember where you live now. I said Leeds with such confidence, and now I can't remember. And we can go out for tea somewhere, and I'll knit, and you'll knit, and we shall knit together, and it shall be a joyous, fun time. Did you know the piece of ourselves that makes energy for ourselves is actually a bacteria that got stuck there eons ago, and we just kept it because it was useful. Anna, you and your science facts. Me inherit. You and your science facts, Anna. Literally the best. See, now I can't think of any random facts because I remember them when they come up in conversation. Not like right now. I can't do it on demand. Should give myself a little calendar of random facts for next year, really, shouldn't I? Have a new one every day. Although Mario does despair at my random facts, he just doesn't know why I tell them. And also because I know half a fact, I will be able to state the fact, and then he'll say, "Why?" And then I'm out. So when he and I were first getting to know each other, I would tell him all these random facts in a bid to impress him. And he would say, "Oh, but why?" I said, "Have you not learnt by now? I am half fact Hannah. I state the fact, I can't back it up." Jesus next door, so yeah, that's perfect. We would do all the fun things and eat and knit. That sounds wonderful to me. I like doing fun things, I like eating, and I like knitting. So, yes. When I was at secondary school, I said to one of my friends that I knew a lot of random facts, and she then challenged me to text her every morning with a random fact. And I think I got to 3 months before I ran out of random facts. And I didn't look them up on the internet. I mean, a few of them I asked my dad because my dad is also very knowledgeable and full of facts. But do I like kombucha? No, I do not like kombucha. I have tried kombucha. I do not like kombucha. I think you're right. I think the cider has hit me slightly. I seem to have become slightly more animated in the last 10 minutes than I was before. I don't understand. Uh, I like how they say when pyramids were built, woolly mammoths were still around. Oh, that is cool. The whole right. Okay. I'm just gonna put this out there. Sometimes when I say things, they sound more stupid than I mean. Okay? Let's preface this with that. I'm pouring with the wrong hand. Left-handed pour is okay, whatever. Um Tunnels in London twist and turn as they were built in Victorian times when we had horses and carriages. If a horse saw the light at the end of the tunnel, it would bolt, so this twist stopped this. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, so what I was going to say was, when you look at when things happen in history, it's amazing what things happen at the same time. And that is my stupid sentence said. Because what I was going to say is, when you think about the Aztecs, you think that they're such a long time ago. But actually, it's only the 1500s when so Walter Raleigh, he went, didn't he? When we invaded there. Was that us or was that the Spanish? That was the Spanish, was it? True to history, it's gone rusty all of a sudden. Fun facts, there are carnivorous caterpillars in Finland. Thank you. Anna, your one really made me laugh. Anna has said, fun fact, everything in Australia is out to kill you. Even the trees are terrifying. Never go there. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that was really out of the blue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh as hysterically as that. Oh. Half laughed, Hannah. Thanks. Not that drunk. Just laughed. Ah, well, thanks for joining me as your evening ends. You make very dry jokes. But Anna, this is why we get on so well, because I find you that funny. You should know this, you're British. Very true. Oh, let's calm down. I got a bit hysterical then for a moment. It's okay. I'm calming down. I love your giggle. That just made my day. Thanks. Cheers people up I work with as well if they're having a bad day. Sometimes I get hysterically giggly at work, akin to like just then. And yeah, I was walking along the street with them and I laughed, and two people that were in front stopped and turned around. So that was really embarrassing, but at the same time not. You could say it's an alternative way to turn heads. So I'm still a head turner, if not by looks, by the sound that my mouth makes. Laughter. But yes, us Brits do very dry jokes, and I think that's why I find you so funny, Anna. I put myself in that tea for the main portion because I lost at Yarn Chicken. Oh, I'm so sad that you lost at Yarn Chicken. That's the worst. Although saying that, I have never, touch wood, there's no wood around. Literally, there is no wood around. I've never lost at Yarn Chicken, to go back to what I was saying. I had a 15-minute giggle fit during a date once that guy ended up becoming my husband. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. A very infectious laugh, so that's a good thing. Yes. I've been told this a lot recently, how infectious my laugh is. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know that my laugh can cause so many people such happiness. Because I was picked on it a little bit when I was at school, because it's a really weird and annoying laugh. And especially if I properly giggle, like that was a proper cackle. But when I giggle, it's slightly more dolphin-like. Bye, Shirley. Thanks for joining. Have a bad cold and heard you laughing made me smile. Aww. Thanks. I really appreciate all the lovely comments. You're all being so lovely today. See, I said that me live streaming me would perk me right up, didn't I? Yes. I started this this live stream saying that tell me again how dolphins giggle and not cackle. Well, okay. So when I'm cackling, it's like an open mouth proper laugh. But when I giggle, it gets more high pitched and it's more here. is more what I mean. That my laugh sounds more dolphin-like. I'll try and see if I can force myself to do the dolphin laugh, but I don't know if it's something I can do on demand. I feel like I should know if I can do it on demand after 27 years, but I haven't been asked to do a dolphin laugh in a while. Anna, I know you're teasing me. No, I don't think I can do it. I can't. I don't need that kind of pressure in my life. Don't need that kind of pressure. I remember being in a butcher's shop and getting the giggles when you made some voice correcting of the customer. Oh my goodness, I'm so terrible for the giggles because the smallest thing makes me laugh. Like earlier today, someone was grinding coffee and was making and it was a loud grinder, and I made a comment, and then he didn't hear what I said. So instead of just saying, "Pardon," he just said, "What?" I don't know. I can't do it. It was just really loud. It took me completely by surprise, and I just laughed quite a lot. They were like, "You're right there." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I can tell you another joke about venomous continent. Nice, thanks. You know, Marge Simpson giggle. Random. That is a random thing to be able to do. A Marge Simpson giggle. How do you discover you can do that? People say I laugh like Goofy when I'm tired. Oh, Big K. It's a pretty funny joke. I appreciate that joke. I don't know if that's one I could repeat. I'm not going to repeat it for fear of I don't want to insult people, but I appreciate. My dad's laugh can be a little duck-like at times, so I think that's where I've inherited the strange laugh from. When I was younger, I would try to change my laugh because I was really embarrassed about it. Because, like I said, I was slightly teased for it. And also because it's not a quiet laugh. I mean, feel a little bit bad for all of you because I project, and you got the full brunt of that giggle fit. Duck to dolphin, totally related. I know, right? Both animals. I almost said both mammals. Almost. Then I stopped myself because they're not both mammals at all. Oh no. That was almost dolphin. Almost. I almost did it. A Maggie Simpson impression. Nice. I guess you're just, dummy. I'm not calling you a dummy. You're just. Nope. That was the dolphin. That was the dolphin. There we go. We got it. We got a little bit of dolphin happening. I laugh like Muttley from Wacky Races. Okay, I'm loving all of these descriptions of how you laugh. I'm loving it. This is fantastic. Wow, who knew that when I turned this camera on, I was going to be talking about how I laugh? It is. I told you it's a dolphin. Oh, Anna, you. Now you know what I mean when I say I laugh like a dolphin. That's what I laugh like when I giggle, when I properly giggle. Hey Laura, don't panic. It will be posted on YouTube when I'm finished. I'm just going to try and scroll up. Oh, I've lost the. There we go. So I don't have to look at my paused face. It's cute. Thanks. Yeah, it is quite infectious. And then because other people are laughing, it makes me laugh more. Oh, hiccup. Oh, there's nothing embarrassing about randomly snorting when you laugh. I do if I'm properly laughing. But yeah, because my laugh's infectious, so I'm told. And then they're laughing. It makes me laugh more because, and then I can't stop. I cannot stop the laughing. I laugh quite a lot in a day, apparently. I never realized how much I laughed until recently. because I only thought the dolphin portion of my laugh was weird. I only thought the dolphin portion was weird. But then, recently, really recently, I've realized that all of my laugh is weird. I want to cuddle puppies. I don't want to cuddle puppies. I'm not. Although saying that, I'm a little bit jealous that you're off to cuddle puppies. I'm just not too. But it means that, you know, you genuinely find something funny. Adults don't laugh enough. Like, children laugh so much through a day, and how much do adults laugh? Not that much. True statement, Christiana. A snort laugh shows the true nature of mirth in the situation. It makes everyone happier. Correct statement. True. I concur. I should not have got the cider out. I am one cider Hannah. Oh, I forgot to have dinner. Oh no. That's what happened. I forgot to have dinner. I had a cheese toastie at 2:30, and I haven't had anything since. That would explain why this is happening. I'm also having a slight chesty cough. Okay, Anna's come out with a fun fact. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic of 1962 was an outbreak of mass hysteria or mass psychogenic illness, MPI, rumored to have occurred near the village of Kashasha on Lake Victoria. That's really interesting. I watched a really bad YouTube video about mass hysteria. I find it very interesting that it happens. Bye, Sarah. Thanks for joining. I don't know why it does happen. It didn't tell me why it happened. It just told me about the fact it happened. Okay. Symptoms lasted from a few hours to 16 days in those affected. The teaching staff were not affected, but the students were unable to concentrate in lessons. The school was forced to close down in 1962. Huh. That must have been a right pain in the foot for all of the poor teachers. Thank you, Tracy. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. As I am apparently. Nadolig Chlauen. Nope, that was bad. You can force yourself to laugh, and if you keep going long enough, it becomes a genuine laugh. Oh my goodness, what are these sentences? I'm pretty sure you can actually laugh yourself to death. And then the retort is, you can also poop yourself to death. You're never too old to laugh at a fart joke or a poo joke. You're just not. The laughter started with 3 girls and spread haphazardly throughout the school, affecting 95 of the 159 pupils. That's crazy. I said it right. I can pronounce Welsh. Yes. That was a stab in the dark. Well, you are never too old to poop yourself to death. That is true. I just love how random that was. We're talking about laughter, and all the time we're talking about fecal matter. I wish I made myself laugh more, because it would make my podcasts more entertaining. Oh, imagine if I got the giggles like this in every podcast. It would be the best thing ever. Simpson. I like how I'm also chatting in between whilst Anna's giving me a play-by-play of what happened in 1962. Symptoms were reported on an equally massive scale as the reports of the laughter itself. Symptoms were reported on an equally massive scale as the reports of the laughter itself. Pain, fainting, flatulence, which is why I was laughing, respiratory problems, rashes, attacks of crying, and random screaming. That's crazy. It is easy to speak different languages when you've been drinking. That is true. My German is superb after I've had a wine or two. I mean, it's all right when I'm sober as well, but it's much better after I've been drinking. You cause yourself to have a stroke, you push too hard while you're having a poo. Well, reasons to eat lots of cider. No, not cider, fiber. Fiber was the word that was meant to happen. Although cider would also probably have a similar effect, if we're being completely honest. Aw, thanks, Molly. I'll probably just go till 9:30. So you've got quarter of an hour left of me being apparently slightly tipsy on half a cider, which will soon become a full cider. Yes to the Freudian slip. And then I have to go and finish packing because I'm driving to the south tomorrow, and I have to see if I have enough clean socks and other forms of underwear. Oh, a new fun fact from Anna. Look at her being a fun fact machine. The fact machine. That's what she should be called. The dancing plague of 1518 was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, Alsace, then part of the Holy Roman Empire in 1518. Oh yes, that would make sense. Around 400 people took to dancing for days without rest, and over the period of about 1 month, some of those affected collapsed or even died of heart attack, stroke, or exhaustion. That's crazy. Where south? I'm going to my parents' house, which is near Portsmouth, between Portsmouth and Brighton. Sorry, I'm reading other comments. I'm not very good at keeping track of what's happening in here and what's happening on here. I need to get better at that because some people are very good at it. I'm not very good at it. It's technically Bognor Regis, if being completely honest. I'm going to Bognor Regis for Christmas because that's where I grew up. It's 2:15 here. Seems a good time for jammies. Yes. Yeah, no, I didn't. Not today. I very oftentimes do have jammies on at, or at least pajama bottoms on at 2:30, depending if when I finish work. Very south is a big travel. It usually takes 4 hours, but we're driving down tomorrow tomorrow after work. I finish work at 2, unless I get to leave early, which I probably won't. Although it's quiet today and I got to leave early, so fingers crossed maybe I get to leave early, but who knows. Yeah, and last time I went, it took 6 hours. So, and it's Christmas, and everyone's gonna be breaking up tomorrow, so it'll probably take even longer. The outbreak began in July of 1518 when a woman began to dance fervently, yeah, in a street. This lasted 4 to 6 days, 4 to 6, not 46, 4 to 6. Within a week, 34 others had joined, and within a month, there were around 400 dancers. Some of these people would die from heart attacks, strokes, or exhaustion, and one report indicates that for a period, the plague killed around 15 people per day. What? That's crazy. Anna, science woman, you. Why does mass hysteria occur? You're my science lady. You can tell me these things. I know that Bill Bryson wrote about it. True. Bognor Regis is the butt of many jokes. There was a game show on as well, and it was called Bognor Regis or Bust, and the prize was a trip to Bognor Regis, and it was kind of like a really bad joke TV show. It didn't last very long, but yeah. For the dancing thing, modern theories include food poisoning caused by the toxic psychoactive chemical products in the ergo fungi, which grows commonly on grains in the wheat family, such as rye. Interesting. Yeah, no, to be fair, I'm not driving because I can't drive. This is a resolution that Hannah has for 2018 is start having driving lessons. Honestly, learn to drive, but that's quite a. I have to go from Cornwall to Surrey. Oh, that is a long way. You passed me on the way. Yeah, so I also have knitting time because I won't have napping time. I'm not allowed to. It's not that I'm not allowed to nap. Just I always feel bad because my sister gets up and she doesn't have work tomorrow though, so I can't really say anything. But moldy bread turned into LSD. Oh, you see, Anna, that makes more sense to me. That makes sense. I love how active everyone is in the live chat. Sometimes on these live streams in the past, I guess my following has grown a fair amount since I last did a live stream. And thank you to everyone for that, because it's incredible. I can't believe I've hit 45,000 subscribers. That's actually ridiculous. Yeah, but I can't believe how active the chat is, because sometimes it's happened in the past where I'm just sort of sat and chatting to myself, and especially on a live stream that I didn't pre-plan. Often if I've like announced an event that's going to be happening, people have a few days to be like, oh, I need to make sure that I'm watching this. But obviously I haven't announced this. I've just turned a camera on and then started talking out of my ass when the cider happened. Laura, don't panic. You can watch it from the beginning. You've got 9 more minutes with me, and then I'm having to sign off and pack. But yeah, it will be posted on YouTube straight away after I've finished. So then you can watch it from the beginning. You can watch my hysterical giggle fit, which is completely out of the blue because Anna makes a terrible but fantastic joke about Australia. Beer saved the world for a lot of moments. Oh, and yes, there are a few poo jokes too. Beer saved the world quite a lot, especially because like sailors would drink beer and stuff because they couldn't drink water, and yeah. Oh, this is a nice question. Thank you, Sherry. Let's get off the topic of whatever. Do you have any special traditions for Christmas? Do you have any special treats or baking? So let me talk you through my Christmas. So I come from a religious family, Christian specifically, Church of England, more specific than that, Protestant, to be right in there. Go to quite a high, or grew up, go to quite a high church. So we have incense and candles and bells and smells, and it's fantastic. Lots of singing and whatnot. So Christmas Eve, we go to midnight mass at Christmas, midnight, obviously. I often now sing in the choir. It was very entertaining. Thank you, Anna, for your fun facts about mass hysteria. Much enjoyed. Yeah, midnight mass. And then Christmas morning, we didn't always go Christmas morning when we were younger because obviously super excited about Christmas and presents. So mum and dad we didn't go to church every single year when we were younger, but I go now, Christmas morning. You open one present from your stocking before you go to church Christmas morning because I wake up late now. And go to church, come back from church, open your Father Christmas presents because he still visits. Father Christmas still visits my household, which is really lovely. And then we sit. My auntie comes around. We sit. We have a cheeky drink, have a chat, talk about have a bit of a catch up because now I'm often visiting from somewhere else. And then we have Christmas lunch at about 1, 2-ish. And after Christmas lunch is when you open everyone else's presents. And we do a weird thing that Mario hates, whereby you open presents one by one. You pick up a present, you're like, oh, this is a present for blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, this is a present for Hannah. Hannah, open the present. And everyone watches you open the present. It's lovely. But Mario hates it and he finds it very unnerving. And then in the evening, depending on how tired we are and how long present opening has taken, because sometimes it can get quite late, we play a board game, or sometimes we just watch TV or whatever. And it's really nice. Regarding if there's anything, do you have special treats or baking? Well, I mean, we do the standard British Christmas dinner, which is, you know, roast turkey, stuffing, roast potatoes, sprouts, always sprouts. I don't like sprouts, but I always have to have at least 6. They're usually eaten first, because I do not like sprouts. And other veg. And then pudding is always Christmas pudding with sometimes custard cream and ice cream all at once. Yeah, mince pies. Mince pies are a classic. Don't know if non-British people will know what mince pies are. Oh, bye Mariah. Thank you for joining. So it's like pastry. It's like a pie, basically. It's pastry, and then it's filled with something called mincemeat, which, fun fact, doesn't anymore actually have any meat in it. It used to. It used to have tongue. Merry Christmas to you as well. It used to have tongue in it, I believe, but doesn't anymore. It does sometimes have suet in it, which is an animal fat. But my one is unnerving. Everyone's watching you. What if you don't like the gift and can't hide it? I am very well practiced at saying thank you and having a smile on my face. And also, when they're presents from people that aren't there, it doesn't really matter if you like it or not. And also, I'm just grateful to be getting a gift, to be fair. When you're younger, it's different, sure. And I don't really remember if I bothered hiding, if I liked something or not. But now I'm older, I much prefer giving gifts than receiving gifts. When I was younger, I used to give cards and give gifts. So I would, sounds really stupid, but so I would receive cards and receive gifts. But now I'm old. I just want to give people so many presents. All I want to do is just give people presents all the time. I do with my friends throughout the year anyway. I just want to be like, oh, I saw this and thought of you, so I bought you it. But I can't actually afford to do that all the time. But I give gifts to see the look on people's faces when they open the gift, as opposed to, you know. Oh, I've definitely got multi-packs of tissues before as a gift. And then you open it, you're just like, oh, that's so useful. Thank you so much. Smile on the face. Anna, have you received my present yet? My friend in Germany got hers this week. Has yours got there yet? I imagine you would have told me if you had got it. I'm just worried you're not going to get it before Christmas. And yeah. Did you ever open presents ahead of time and then rewrap them? No, I didn't. I was very good about that, actually. I never did that. That's really interesting. I mean, I always feel very, very tense when I'm watching other people open presents, especially, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate, as a knitter. If you knit someone something, it can be really stressful watching them open it. Because then, what if they don't like it? And especially if you give to a non-knitter, because if you give a knitted gift to a non-knitter, they don't necessarily know how much time or effort, yes, or crochet. If you make a gift for someone, let's say that, and they're not familiar with the craft, or they have no crafty knowledge at all, they're not going to know how long that thing took you. So, like, I make gifts for people, and I will be giving made gifts for people. And to me, that is so nerve-wracking, because they could just like go to a shop and buy something quite similar, but who knows if they're gonna like it. Oh, was in response to tutorials. Okay, apologies. I was on a. The cider has hit me now. I can feel that the cider has hit me. One drink, Hannah. Strikes again. Currently knitting. Oh my goodness, Ness. Go, go, go. Knit, 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 knit. You can do it. You're a Speedy Gonzalez knitter. You'll be fine. What's my favorite thing I've received knitted from someone else? Okay. So the only people I've ever received knitted things from, I've packed most of the things. It's only underwear I need to worry about, and knitting, which I think I already have kind of pre-planned in my head. Make sure my socks match. I'm taking all knitted socks. So my mum has knit me a fair few things, and my grandma's knit me things when I was younger, but unfortunately my grandma is now almost 90, bless her. I cannot see to knit as well as she used to be able to. And they're the only. I want a hat. Oh no, my friend Virginia gave me a hat. Oh, that's a really nice hat as well. I know it's made from Aaron Moore Fiber Company. That was real fancy. But I think my mum really likes knitting for me, because I understand. Oh my God, Christmas karaoke. You have no idea how long I spent in the shower today washing my hair, all because I was just singing so much, because I love singing so much. My mum's knit me so many jumpers, and I love wearing them, and that's my favorite thing, is the answer to that question. I have a thing where I get my knit-worthy friend to dye her own sock blank for me to knit with. Ah, that's so cool. That's a good idea. Maybe it is time for Christmas karaoke. It was around this time last year that I went out and, oh thanks, PJs, and was pretending to. I went out for karaoke, the only time I've ever done karaoke. And my friend happened to tell people it was my birthday, and it definitely wasn't my birthday. And then we went out and I tried to get free drinks from every bar that I went to, and then I got very, very drunk, and had a horrendous hangover the next day. But yeah, Christmas karaoke. Love karaoke. Like I say, I've only done it once, and British people are quite reserved. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to find anyone else that I'm going to be able to do karaoke with. I've been listening to Christmas songs playing the minor key all afternoon. Oh my goodness, it's so good. That Jingle Bells one. Oh, love it. Love it. Okay, so I've gone on for longer than intended, so I'm going to leave now. I was going to wait till I finish my cider, but that's probably not a wise move. Let's leave before I embarrass myself any more than I have with my hysterical cackling and dolphin call. So now you all know what I sound like when I properly laugh. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It was so lovely to have you here. If you were here for the whole time, you're amazing people. If you're here for part of the time, you're amazing people. This will all be posted on to YouTube as soon as I hit stop broadcast. So I hope that you all have a fantastic Christmas, or whatever you are celebrating. I'm Christian, so I'm going to say Happy Christmas. And also, I will try to podcast next week if Mario is working on one of these days. I can use my time to podcast, and it will be fantastic. And I will check Instagram. And I will see you next week, maybe, and probably on Instagram at some point in the meantime. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic Christmas time, or whatever you're celebrating. Just have a fantastic seasonal time of festivities. Words. Bye.